Hey, you guys, Lyle here with West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange, and today I got a little bit of a different show for you guys. Hello and welcome all. My name is Lyle and I own West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange here in Savannah, Tennessee. And I do a lot of videos of all of the crazy things that come into the store. And today it's going to be a little bit of a different show. When I get collections, you guys have seen some of the stuff that I get. Sometimes I'll get like bags, like this is from the last one that I did. Like I'll get little baggies like this that just have random coins, random tokens. I don't spend a lot of time looking through them when the customer's here because sometimes there's like 80 pieces in these bags. So what I'll do is I'll just pretty much do what I'm doing now, and I'll look and then go, okay, it looks like there's a bunch of foreign stuff, and then I'll pick out anything that looks like it might be silver. That's what I'll pay the customer on. All of this other stuff is just stuff that I throw inside of I have like a red bin that I throw in all of the world coins that I get. And one of these days I'll do like this video of all of these random world coins that I have, but in my mind there's really not much value to them, or if there is, I don't know because I don't really deal with foreign coins. But that's what happens. And sometimes in these bags, like I'll have some cool stuff that I'll take out and I'll be like, "Wow, that's actually really cool," and doesn't really have much value. It's cool to me because I'm a huge nostalgia nerd that yeah, I love nostalgia stuff. I don't know what it is. I love 90s stuff. I love 80s stuff. Um, I love it. I mean, if I can surround myself, which I kind of do, if I can surround myself more with stuff from like the 80s and the 90s, I will. Like, don't get me wrong, I definitely will. So, on today's show, I want to show you guys some of the stuff that I found in like bags just like this of random nostalgic stuff that I thought was pretty cool. And I'm gonna sprinkle in some commercials so you guys can kind of get a feel for what I'm doing. So the first one up, I'm gonna play a commercial right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, ShowBiz Pizza Place presents all new shows.
Well, press this here note down, and the music goes down and round.
ShowBiz Pizza Place is the most fun place in town. With over 60 new electronic games, the finest pizza, salads, and sandwiches around. And Billy Bob and the Rock-a-Fire Explosion entertaining in all new shows every few minutes. Now, more than ever, come for the pizza, stay for the fun.
Wasn't that a blast from the past? So I remember when I got these. There were in like a bag of just random stuff, random tokens, and then came out these guys right here, and I looked at them going, "Wait a minute, those are tokens from ShowBiz Pizza Place." And I was like, "Wow, that's actually really cool." So I took them out and I was looking at them. Here's the other one right here. And I never went to a ShowBiz Pizza. We were always the Chuck E. Cheese family. So we went to Chuck E. Cheese. I honestly did not even know that ShowBiz Pizza was an actual place till probably a few years ago, really. Like it just was not in my wheelhouse of the nostalgic stuff that I just loved. But here are two of their tokens, and it really has no real value. I think they're just really cool that these guys are still floating around, and they're floating around in just like random people's like stuff. That's always weird, but I do see a lot of like tokens from like specific cities and stuff that I'll get, and all of this stuff just accumulates. And if you've ever been in like the pawn business or any type of business that kind of buys and sells stuff from the public, you accumulate so much stuff, and it's ridiculous. I remember when I was working in San Diego, and we had the pawn shops there. We would get so much stuff of like random cords, random books, like just random everything. Like, I guess one of the examples would be somebody would come in with a laptop bag they want to loan on their laptop. We'd loan them the money, and they don't come back for it. So the laptop now becomes ours. We have to resell it. And inside the laptop bag, there'd be like a couple of cell phone chargers and and just random stuff that's in there. Like there'd be change in there. So there'd be a lot of stuff. So we would accumulate a ton of stuff. And same with the coin business. Like I get a lot of this stuff like in all of the collections. And what am I going to do with it? Really? Like I'm not going to put all of that stuff out for sale. I might put the red bin that I have of foreign coins out for sale and put a sign for like 50 cents or something like that. But yeah, I just thought I just thought these were really cool, and I'm gonna keep these. Like this type of stuff is goes in my collection, and I'll hold on to it, and I will just bring it out whenever I'm feeling down and I need a little nostalgic pick me up. I'll pull these out and be like, "Yep, there used to be a ShowBiz Pizza that rivaled Chuck E. Cheese. I never been, but it's nostalgic and I love it." All right, let's move on to something else.
Smile America, say Chuck E. Cheese. Get a taste of pizza time theater, say Chuck E. Cheese. Food and games and all kinds of features. For a taste of pizza time theater, you can smile America. Smile America. Smile. 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 Smile America, say Chuck E. Cheese.
And speaking of Chuck E. Cheese, I hope you guys enjoyed that commercial. Here is a Chuck E. Cheese token that I got. And this one is from 1982. 1982, 25-cent play value in Pizza We Trust. And I loved Chuck E. Cheese as a kid. I've taken my kids to Chuck E. Cheese a few times, but it's just not the same. Well, it's not the same in my eyes, but in their eyes, it's probably the best place in the world. Kind of give you a little comparison. Here's the Chuck E. Cheese one. Here's the ShowBiz one. And they were rivals. But the cool thing about the Chuck E. Cheese one is that I found a video, and I'm going to link it right here, of just when I was getting ready to do this show, I tried to find like a token commercial specific for this token, yada, yada. I couldn't find anything, but I did find that video that I linked, and it was actually very interesting about how the 25, how the Chuck E. Cheese 25-cent token came about, and how many are out there, and how they modeled these with real coins, which I got a quarter right here. Like in the video, they were saying that they modeled these tokens with real currency. As you can see, you got Chuck E. Cheese right there, George Washington, they're in the front, and if you flip it over, you see the quarter dollar. There's the value, and the value's on the back, 25 cent. In Pizza We Trust. So they kind of modeled them through like real currency, and a lot of them are like that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Plus, there's a lot of varieties of these, just like in regular coins. So if you're a coin collector, you might want to get into Chuck E. Cheese tokens, because that's another cool thing. But I thought it was awesome. But check out that video. It was actually really, really cool. Really cool. I enjoyed it. All right. Now we're going to move on to something else that I don't really have a commercial for, but Let's bring it out now. This right here is a McDonald's McMoney quarter. Now these are, I couldn't find a commercial specific to this promotion. Like I don't remember this promotion. I think it was from the 80s from what I could dig up. But I don't remember it. I couldn't. If you remember it, leave me some comments. Let me know. But from what it says here, you basically would give this token to the person at McDonald's, and they will give you 25 cents off of, I believe, what was it, a quarter pounder? Yeah, 25 cents toward next purchase of quarter pounder sandwich or quarter pounder with cheese at participating McDonald's. Wait before cooking, 4 ounces. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Just a random McDonald's McMoney quarter. And I got a few of them. So again, this is just a random stuff that shows up here at the store. And this one it says that it has a cash value of 1/20th of 1 cent. So 20 of these would have a cash value of 1 cent. And I think I have like 50 of them. So I think that means I got, what, 2.5 cents? See store for end date. So I don't know. I wonder if I could like take this there and be like, hey, can you give me 25 cents? It's got your McDonald's logo on there. Can I still redeem this? They'll probably look at me and say, I have never seen that before, and send me packing. But this is pretty cool. So those are all of the nostalgia ones that I wanted to show you. But just to kind of keep it with the theme of this channel, I want to show you guys this right here. Now, somebody came in and they had this right here. It's a quarter, an old quarter, and then I flipped it around, and it's 2 tails. It's a tails and a tails. A double tails quarter. And I was like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. And then I was touching it and feeling it, and I was like, wait a minute. It doesn't really feel like a quarter. But here's a quarter, a real one. And I looked at this one going, yeah, maybe it's an error. I should look into it. And the more I looked into it, the more I was like, yeah, I don't think this is a real double tails quarter. And one of the big telltale signs was this. When I drop this quarter, it makes this sound. When I drop the double tails one, it sounds like this. So, not the same sound. And then I can do that. I can't really do it because the camera's so close, but that makes a nice jingle noise. That one does not. This is not a real error coin. It's just I guess a novelty one, really? I mean, it looks real enough. That's crazy. Let me see if the word copy is written anywhere on it. Let's see. Copy. Don't see the word copy. Don't see the word copy. But even look at the edge. The edge looks nice. Let's see if the weight is about the same. So we're going to weigh this quarter, the real one, 5.8, 5.7. What do you guys think? Is this going to weigh more or less or right on? Oh, 5.6. They're actually not that far apart. Maybe this is a real one. No, I'm pretty sure that noise is the dead giveaway that this is not a real quarter. But yeah, that's it. All right, just wanted to do a quick video of these cool things. If you enjoyed more stuff like this, let me know. I can do so much more nostalgic stuff. You wouldn't believe how much of like all of this memorabilia stuff that I have. You wouldn't believe how much I have. So let me know, and yeah, we'll see. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you next time. Goodbye.